Welcome again. This is Farhan. I'm gonna be exposing today how Shelby Sapp makes $5 million a month with her high ticket sales offer and how you can replicate obviously the same thing to at least make a portion of what she does. All love to Shelby. She does a fantastic job on marketing, and that's exactly why we're gonna be funnel hacking exactly each step of the way. So let's get right into it. The goal of this video though is to expose the whole strategy so you can also implement the same system to reach over $100,000 a month profit with your high ticket offer. Whatever niche it is, does not have to be high ticket sales, can be a different niche, but this way you have the exact blueprint and system. So let's get into it. First and foremost is the acquisition channel that she has. We will cover acquisition, we will cover the conversion mechanism and the post-booking process as well as talking a bit more on the sales best practices here. So acquisition. Obviously, everyone talks about the webinar, but the webinar is not the key to everything. Webinar is just a piece of the puzzle that makes her $5 million every single month. So the main sources that she has right now to actually attract followers and qualified people, paid ads and organic content. If we go a bit deeper into it, right, the first and foremost and the most important thing that she does really, really good, and you should spend a lot of time as well doing it if you're watching this video, is really knowing your ICP. Who are you talking to? Who's the person in the other side of the screen that you want to attract and you want them to pay you? Who is that person? She knows that even better than they know themselves. So this way, each piece of the puzzle of content creation goes straight into the messaging that she wants to give to the person that wants to watch her as well. So obviously we are gonna break it down here mainly on top of funnel content, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel content. If we focus on what's in each part of the process, right? On top of funnel, she focuses mainly obviously on lifestyle, identity, and community to make sure that she goes a bit broader to more people and she's able to actually have thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of views every single video that she posts. Middle of funnel, obviously then she goes more into sales education on YouTube and direct response ads as well, to then be able to complement it with bottom of funnel where she focuses mainly on testimonials and social proof. So the conversion rates then go higher, right? So here I have a couple of examples on how she does it. For instance, if we focus on bottom of funnel, on her academy page, there's people talking about high ticket sales, how much money they've made, etc. That's created a lot of social proof because it does not come from her. It comes from people that she's helped. And one of her best performing ads as well is a interview with one of her students, which creates so much trust and actual social proof that this works and it's real, that converts a lot of people. If we move into middle of funnel, right, then we have videos, for instance, like this one, a 2-hour sales breakdown analysis and course on how to actually sell anything. This creates so much trust compared to a 30-second video. This is like a camouflaged webinar and the trust here goes super high. And if you can see this, like this video made a 5x compared to what she actually gets. Almost 200,000 views on this video. So cannot even imagine how much money she made from this. Second, obviously, it's obviously the middle of funnel, but on her Instagram page, which is talking about sales tips, education, etc. Deep enough to get some value from it and actually feel that she gave you something, not deep enough to tell you the whole thing. What is exactly what she does really, really good. Then obviously we have here in the middle, which is the direct response ads. We're gonna watch this video later as well, so I have a bit more context. But essentially there's a complete ICP talking directly to the ICP kind of ad, targeting why high ticket sales also is the best way to make money online in 2026 and how they can do it as well. And focusing on top of funnel, basically lifestyle, community and identity, lifestyle based ads and YouTube content as well based on lifestyle and who she is as well as a person. With all of this mechanism, it's just so appealing for someone who resonates with her to buy. It's a circle ecosystem. It's not one piece of content. It's a sum of all of them. So if we focus mainly though on ads, right now she has 350 ads active on her page. This is the direct response ad that had the best engagement ever on her page. So let's watch it so we can also analyze a bit the communication that she has on these videos. So there it is.
Okay, if you've got a phone, a quiet room, and 2 hours free at night, you are already qualified for the highest paid remote skill that most women have never heard of. Because the clearest, fastest path.
Who targeting a bit more the broad people here. Frankly, I've also been a closer myself and a sales manager, so I do know that 2 hours a day to actually make 5 figures a month is definitely not possible. I wish it was, but it is not. But I'll respect each person has the communication that they want, right? But let's keep watching a little bit more so we understand a bit of the messaging here.
For women right now isn't starting a business or some TikTok side hustle. It's high ticket sales.
There's two key words here that there's like a key message that she uses here is like, don't start your business. It's too complicated. And I actually agree, because starting a business is really complicated, especially if you've never done anything business related. So the best way is just like be an entrepreneur within businesses that already work. So you don't have to start from scratch. You just leverage your skill to make them more money, and essentially you make money. So I do agree on this. And it also creates the effect of, hey, this is not that hard. This is not easy, but it's simple.
This is how moms, nurses, and teachers are quitting their jobs and living lives that they thought were impossible. And I know how it works because I lived it. Okay, I went from making $8 an hour as a barista to a
Going to social proof.
as a closer. And now I train women to do the exact same thing. This Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm hosting a free masterclass for you where
and then she goes into CTA for the webinar. So all of this, like I said, this is a circle ecosystem that each piece of content has so much value within it to then be able to convert everyone to the webinar, right? If we focus here as well on the landing page here, one key thing that I want to give away, a golden nugget, is I see a lot of offers have this communication, for instance, that she had here on direct response ads. And then on the landing page, when you click it, there's a total different headline with a different communication. What happens if a lead likes the ad and then goes to the webinar registration landing page and sees a different thing? What they'll think about is, oh, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe, yeah, let me just not waste 90 minutes of my time on something that I don't even know it's for me or not. Because the communication here has a mismatch. So please make sure that it's the same thing and you reinforce over and over and over the same messaging. Obviously, then she goes into making sure that they know what they're going to get on the class, to make sure that incentivizes a bit more the curiosity, to make sure they join. This is for you if, this is not for you if, avoiding unqualified or like freebies people. Then she goes obviously into her own social proof, so she can tell her story and a bit of scarcity here with limited spots. With this, obviously, then you're redirected to a confirmation page to make sure that you know you're in, you know the next steps to join to the webinar, and she reinforces as well with the identity of who you need to be successful as well. Then obviously just some of SMS reminder as well, and value dense email automation. Usually people undervalue emails, but if the copy is actually really good and persuasive, they are a heavy lifter. So the goal here obviously is to give the lead the final reason why they should save 90 minutes of their time to show up to the webinar. That's essentially it. While all of this though is happening, but the webinar has not happened yet, then obviously she goes into nurturing with implementing obviously hammer them ads from Mr. Jeremy Hain. Essentially when someone registers to the webinar, right, they keep hammered with content and content and content and content, deepening the trust, the motivation as well, and the identity of who they need to be successful. All of that is the goal to get them here on the webinar, right? Usually it's 90 minutes, optimized for 70-80% retention to your offer, meaning that at least if 100 people join up at the start, at least 70 to 80 people should be listening to your pitch when you actually pitch it. Then obviously when you pitch, you open slots, you open the academy, she sells academy, going through application process, quite hard qualifiers here, but obviously she has a lot of volume, so she can have the privilege to do so. If you qualify, you go to a book call. If you don't qualify, you go to the DQ page. Then you book the call, your call is confirmed, you get a post-call video with testimonials, and the next step from here, SMS and email automations. And this one is here as well, is where the sales team comes in, right? Obviously, ideally, when someone books a call, you want to speak to them within the first 5 minutes. No need to explain this one further, to just like triage the person, talk to them, get a human touch, right? And make sure that they have a big enough reason to show up to the call later on. And this way, before the call, you can also send them personalized resources to make sure that they also get nurtured in the meantime. Obviously, a big one as well is confirm financials. We know on the B2C market, financial qualification is an important one to make sure that the closers don't waste their time with unqualified leads. Then, as of obviously, it's just a matter of hopping on the sales call and closing the deal. So all of this is just a matter of systems. Each piece of content has a reason. Each word that you see here has a reason. Each part of this actually has a reason. All of this has a reason. Every copy on the emails as well have a reason. Pre-handle objections or whatever it may be as well, to then be able to make $5 million every single month with her offer. So if you also sell a high ticket offer and you're stuck because you cannot really hit 6 figures a month or multiple 6 figures a month with your high ticket offer, I've dropped a link down below. So maybe we can help you. We specialize obviously in building the same system that she has here in place, through taking care of all the copy, all the ads, building all the funnel, all the systems, all the strategy, also placing high performing sales rep in case you don't have one already, and building all the sales operations to make sure that the business is actually run efficient. So if you want a bit of help, or you want to discover how we might actually help you build the same thing that Shelby Sapp does to even make 2% of what she makes, which would already be $100,000 a month, there's a link down below. Fill it up and maybe we can talk and discuss numbers and a partnership. And if not, at least I hope you got a lot of value from this and little details, little golden nuggets to make sure that your offer and your funnel is good, decent, and you can scale to bigger numbers. For the rest, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.